Why am I watching this video? Come on. Are you not in the 21st century where the listing like designing book covers like this one I designed here can fetch you a whole lot of bucks? And I'm going to show you exactly how you can design crazy book covers for your books. And also, if you want to do the business aspect of it, I'm going to introduce you to how you can design crazy and attractive book covers and make a whole lot of bucks from it. So stick around with me to the end of this video. So before I start properly, my name is Ezekiel Inyaus, and I'll be taking you intensively on how to create attracting book covers that sells. Yeah, so to start with, what are book covers? Book covers simply are any protective covering used to bind together the pages of a book. And also, that's just a very mere definition. But if we go deeper, it's used to entice potential readers to pick up a book, give them an idea of what the content of that book is, or just any material, could be article or just anything, you understand? So it gives an insight on what the content of that material is. Yeah, so that's what book cover does, and you cannot overemphasize its importance in the writing world and generally, yeah, the world at large. So it is very, very vital. So for the fact that you'll be needing book covers too, you will need this video. So it's very important for you. And for those who wants to do the business aspect of designing book covers, this is for you. Also note that even without your prior experience, you can design. I'm going to show you the simplest step, the simplest way you can do this. So follow me. So now the tools we're going to need are Canva and Pinterest. Remember, we'll be writing the novels for certain sites which I'm going to introduce to you. Yeah, now these sites need attractive book covers. Yeah, book covers that catches attention. So I'm going to introduce you to that now. So let's get into it. So you're going to need Canva. You don't even need the pro version. Canva and Pinterest, those two apps are enough, but subsequently I'm going to introduce you to other apps, but these two, you can use it to do anything. So let's start with getting our apps ready. So we go over to our store. Maybe if you have an Apple store or you have the Play Store, yeah, head over to your store and download your Canva. So what I'm going to do quickly is Canva. Yeah, so we are here. Oh, I have it already on my phone. So what I'm going to do is just click open. So for now, let's go back, since we said we need just two apps, which are Canva and Pinterest. So we have Pinterest here. Yeah, the spelling again, Pinterest. Yeah, so I have Pinterest already on my phone. Yeah, so I'm gonna hit it open now. Why Pinterest? Pinterest is just like an open space where a lot of images, ideas are being conceptualized, and put together on that space. Yeah, most times it is being sold, but most times it is free, but there are a lot of free and beautiful stuff in there. You can always pick and make your crazy book covers. Yeah, so let's get into it and see what Pinterest looks like. So I'm gonna hit on open, but on your phone it's gonna show install, so you have to install it first, do the necessary sign up, then open. Mine, I've done all those already, so I'm just gonna quickly click on open and head into it. Yeah, Viola, this is beautiful. So we are inside Pinterest already. So already you can see some beautiful ideas, some beautiful images here. Most of these images are all 100% free. They are not copyrighted. So I'm going to talk about that too. So let's head over to Pinterest again and pick a crazy design we want to use. Pick a photo we want to use for our book cover. Okay, so we head over to Pinterest, hit on the Pinterest. Yeah, I have mine already here. So what I'm going to do is just look over these images and pick any beautiful image I want to design. I want to make my book cover. There are a lot of ideas here. There are a lot of beautiful ideas here. So you could pick just anyone that you want to see. I like. Let me check out for. So what we're going to do is to avoid copyrighted book covers. We're going to hit the search button here. Then we hit on search for ideas. So the first thing we're going to type is non-copyrighted. That's the first thing you should always look out for. Non-copyrighted. Reverse. What kind of story should I write? Okay, I need a reverse harem. That's a story where one woman has a lot of men, but at the end he doesn't keep any of them. Reverse harem. So non-copyrighted reverse harem. These ones are copyrighted. These ones are copyrighted. These are book. Reverse harem. I think that will be a bit. Well, let's go for non-copyrighted. Non-copyrighted. Romance. Non-copyrighted. Romance. Yeah, these are the kind of one of the kinds. Yeah, we have romance, we have thrillers, we have mystery, we have well stories. So there are a whole lot of stories we'll be dealing with. So I think I want us to pick something unique. Let's pick any of this unique, non-copyrighted. All these ideas are non-copyrighted, so you can always pick any of this and make your amazing book cover. So we're looking for something very unique, something beautiful. Yeah, so we can quickly do stuff. I think I like this.
This is me one.
I like this better. This is better. So what we're going to do is just hit on these three dots, download the image. Image downloaded. So this image is now available on my gallery, so I can use it for anything. So the next thing we are going to do is to go ahead and design our book cover. Heading over to Canva now. So we are here in Canva. So the next thing we're gonna do is to Viola, we are here. Take note of this. We are about designing a book cover, not a flyer. For the fact that you're designing a book cover, we are not going to use the same width and height of a flyer for a book cover. A book cover usually has a width of about 600 and a height of about 800. Together that gives you about 600 by 800 pixel units. Yeah, so what we're going to do quickly is we're going to search for book covers here. Book covers. Yeah, so it's going to give us some templates. Yes. Yeah, what do we go for? Let's go for this. I think this is one of my book covers I designed some time ago. But we are not going to use this. For those of you that will be venturing into the space for the first time, so this is what we're going to do. So you head on to the top right, the left corner of your screen. You see 3 dashes. You hit on it right now, and you click on create a design. Yeah, so you see the first stuff here is custom size. So you're going to click on custom size. Yeah, so we are here. So what you're going to do is your width is going to be 600 and your height is going to be 800, and we hit on this create new design on purple. Yes, we move. Yeah, so we are here, and remember we customize this page. You're gonna see this purple or maybe just any other color. We're gonna do some very simple stuff today. Okay, yeah, so let's head on to Pinterest right now. I hope you have it on your phone. If you do not have it on your phone, you can still head on to your store and do that now. Yeah, so I have Pinterest here, so I'm hitting on Pinterest. Wow, this is beautiful. There are a lot of beautiful images here. You can pick any of them. Remember, this infringed and copyright stuff is very important. To avoid picking an image that has been, that has some copyrights attached to it, you have to search wisely. You're here in Canva. Remember, this is where we customize this page. We customized it for our book cover. So the next thing we're going to do quickly is head on to our gallery, where we are going to upload our image here. Remember, we downloaded an image from Pinterest. So look down here, we have gallery. So hit on gallery, and we have uh, our image we downloaded. So we add it to page. Yes, so this image is here and it is not fitted in perfectly. The next thing we're going to do to fit this image perfectly to our background is to hit on these three dots up here, just above this image. We hit on it and we have set image as background. It's very simple. So you hit on set image as background and it is fitted, but it is not giving us exactly what we're looking for. We want to see this guy's head in this image. So the next thing we want to do is to detach this image from this background. So we detach this image. So we come here, look at this, detach image from background. We detach it again. So we still have our image. Now I want this image to fit properly. So we hold on to, look at the sides. You see the circle like stuff at the corners of this image, and you see this other vertical thing at this other sides of this image. You can use it to adjust your image to fit in anything you want. So I'm going to use this one here. I'm going to use this one here. Use this. Use this. Use this. Okay, I think the image is beautiful and even now. I prefer the image this way because at least I want to see the head. I want to see the head. We are more interested in the faces of this elites of these people here. Yeah. Now I would always advise, if you are making a design for somebody, always ensure the person gives you a detailed explanation on how the storyline is going to be like, because it's from the storyline that you can compound ideas, and in your head you compound some artistic idea that will fit in with the story. Yeah, so this is just a very simple stuff we're going to do today. So this is it. We are here, been able to get our characters. So these are literally our characters on this page. So next thing we want to do is we want to give this book a name, and we also want to write our pen name, because there's what we call pen name. So you have to put your pen name, like your book, the name that you will want to be using for your books. Yeah, or if you're making it for someone, that person has a pen name, so you get the pen name from someone, from the person, then input it here. So the first thing we're going to do is to input our book title. So so I want to call this book Vanilla. So what book title? What do you think? So quickly write it in the comment section. Going to do is to add what we call text to this. Now it's our book title. It is not just any text, it's a book title. I would always advise, if you're making this book title for anyone, get the whole idea of what the person wants, the storyline, so you can incorporate some creativity into it, so it will also reflect what the story is telling. So if you look at this, it's simply talking about romance. It's more of the husband and wife thing. Okay, this is how we do it. So we look at this bars, look at this bar behind, like below. So you see text, so you hit on this text here, and you look for a text style that will fit what you're looking for. So we need something big, so we definitely go for this. Yeah, so we go for this. Yeah, we want something that can be seen and very clear, that will also convey our message clearly without stressing the whoever that is viewing it. So what we're going to do now is to clear this add heading. It's just some default thing to show you the sizes. So you click on your X button here. Yeah, remove it. So what our story, our book cover, our book's name, yeah, was No Divorce. No, no divorce. Let's use capitals. No divorce. Great. So we are done with that. We've been able to write the name, give our book a name. So the next thing we want to do is to make this thing bold. We want this text to be bold. So you click on the text, hold it, and highlight the whole text. Then head on to this part where you see B. This B means bold. This big B, hit on it. Yeah, so it is now bold. Beautiful stuff. So we bring it down and we want to make it more clear. So the next thing we want to do to make this text even clearer is we increase the font size. We increase the font size here. So we hit on this. So we can adjust our font size with this. We can make it large, we can make it small. So we want to make it a bit large so we can see. Now, the reason why this thing is breaking now is because there's no more space for this text to expand to the sides. So what we're going to do is to hold on to this circle here and increase it by the sides. Yeah, we give it more space to expand. See what we did there? So we go back to this part to increase it. It will still increase to the size till it has no space. So let's leave it at this. Let's leave it at this for now. So the next thing we're going to do is change this font style. It's not making sense. It's not giving us. It's not giving. So we go to this part where we have font. This where you see FF. You hit on it. So we have a lot of options here. So we have Baobab, Bolandi. See, it's changing. It's giving us what we're looking for. No divorce. So there are a lot of options here. There are a lot of options. So we're looking for something that will catch people. Let's go for Cinzel decorative here. I think it's also okay. Very, very okay. Cinzel decorative is okay. So we're done with that. The next thing we want to do is to make this thing bold. We want to make it bold. Cinzel decorative is that font. Yeah. So we increase this by the sides. I think this side is a bit, just have to pay attention to this part, please. Yeah, so we just take it to this part. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the color of this font because it is not visible. It is not visible, like I said. Yeah, so the next thing we're going to do is head on to this part. So each time you want to do anything on the font, yeah, or any of these text, just hit on the text. Yeah, hit on the text. These options will pop up. So now the color is what we're looking for now. Looking for a color that will be outstanding. So this is cool. This is, yeah, I think this one blends, but it's somehow not outstanding. We're looking for something that will stand out so people can see. So there are a lot of colors here, so we're only going to pick a color that is outstanding and adds more beauty to our book cover. Yeah, there are a lot of options, so let's go for a milky kind of color. It's not really outstanding, but we can make it outstanding. How? Now that is where shadows comes in. There's what we call shadows. So I'm going to go straight on to this point where we have elements. Look at it here. We hit on element. Yes, and search. So it's loading. It will open. So it's opening gradually. We have search. There's a search box up here. So you hit on this search box and search for shadows. Yeah, shadows will make your work clearer. The essence is to make your work stand out. And I don't need to overemphasize on the importance of shadows. Shadows will make your work stand out. It's very important in any book you're decorating or anything. In anything, shadows are very important. So let's do it. So we're looking for more shadows ideas. So let's start with this particular one. I like using this one. Let's start with this. So the shadow now, if you see, it's making this whole thing not too clear. So we're going to increase the shadow size because we wanted to give us a clear picture of our book cover. Okay, this is good, but we're not going to leave it this way. So the next thing we're going to do is to send this shadow behind the text. This is how it is done. We hit on the shadow, hit on it. Next thing we are going to do is go through this option. See, come to this extreme. We have position instead. Yeah. So we hit on backward. So this position means this where the shadow or where this particular font or text is located. So we hit on backward to send it backward. You see, it has gone behind our text. If we hit it further, it goes behind our image. So we bring it to the, let's bring it forward. This is what we're looking out for. No divorce. Okay. Yeah, see, it's now clear. Yeah, you can see your text very well. But for the sake of let's do it this way instead. Let's do it this way instead. Where the text is situated is really not what we're looking out for. Okay, let's try this first. Let's try this first. It's just trial. So we're going to add more shadows to make this text stand out. So instead of just going out there to go search for shadows, you understand, we just hit on the shadows. Instead of going back to go stress yourself getting another shadow, you just duplicate this, hit on this button to duplicate. See this duplicate button here. So if once you duplicate, the next thing you want to do is hit on the shadow, hit it, then go back to where you have position, send it backward. You understand? You send it backward. Now you can make this shadow. Now this shadow is somehow meddling with our work. It's trying to take the beauty of our page. Oh yeah, so the next thing we're going to do to still retain the beauty of this our work is we're going to reduce the background, the transparency, yeah, on this background of this particular shadow on this background. So we come to this point, this transparency, we reduce it. Yeah, you can reduce it to nothing and you can just leave it here. So you see it's blending with our background gradually. So we can still do it again. Yeah, so it looks cool. Now the next thing we want to do is let's make something like this. Let's make something like this. So let's duplicate this. Remember I told you you can duplicate this text. Yeah, so you hit on the text, you see options like, once you hit on this text, you see options like this on top here. This middle, what you see here in the middle that looks like a cross sign in a square is duplicate. So we've been able to duplicate this. So the next thing we're going to do is so no divorce, you're mine. I want to, you are mine. Yeah, I just want to add something to make this book cover it to look too scanty if we leave it like that. Okay, yeah, I don't want it to look. So what we're going to do now is to reduce the font size of this text. So reduce the font size, reduce it. Yeah, you are mine. You are mine. We could still reduce it further. Let's reduce it further. Yeah. So the next thing I want us to do is now to space out this text. We want to space out this text because it's looking too, they are just too compacted. Yeah, they're just too compacted. Yeah, this particular text now. So you can space out text. You can space out text. Let me show you how to space out text. So we hit on the text. So we come to this place where we have spacing. This is where it is done. We adjust the letter spacing. Yeah, we have line spacing. This one is not working here because we're not writing multiple text. We don't have lines. So so we head back to this no divorce. It's looking to it's too busy. So what we're going to do to reduce the busyness here is simply hitting on this. Now this particular font you use here has it's a bit tricky. Now no, if we use the normal no, it's like this, but if you make it a capital, it's going to give us this kind of no, this kind of o. You see, normal a lowercase o is just a normal o, but when we capitalize it, it's like this. Yeah, you see that. So we want it to look less busy. It's too busy, so we use a normal n. and a busy O. Yeah, let's name it that way. No, divorce. I think it's less busy now. Okay, it's making sense now. No divorce. You are mine. So let's make this ones less busy. We don't want some busy. So we're going to use them just normal lowercase. You are mine. Okay. Okay. No divorce. You are mine. So it's this particular story title suggests authority. It suggests that she's not free. She doesn't have even any right to do what she wants. You understand? So yeah. So the next thing we're going to do now is to add more shadows to make this book title clear. So remember, we had our shadow here already. You can still head on to this pot element to add more shadows if you want. Yeah. If you want to add some more shadows, you can. Yeah, definitely. So we can also pick a different shadow this time. We can pick a different shadow if we want to. Let's try this. Let's try this other shadow. I think I like this one. It's detailed. It's detailed. Okay, so we're just trying to make this fit in. Yeah, so we can send this shadow back as usual. Remember, head onto the spot, you go to position, send it backward. Send it backward if you want. Just bring it forward. Yeah, so it can blend. Yeah, if it is looking too outstanding, we can do something like this to reduce its effect. So if you want to, if you are trying to touch a particular thing on this, on your slide, and it's not working, so you want to touch that particular thing, what you do is head onto this point where we have layers. Look at this. This is layers. Yeah, with this you can access any of your anything you put up here. You can access it. So for example, I want to access one of these shadows. I want to readjust this particular shadow, so I can touch it here. Yeah, so now I've been able to touch that shadow. Yeah, so the next thing I'm going to do is do what I wanted to do with it. Just head on. I wanted to reduce its transparency so it will blend with the background. It's too dark here. I want it to blend with the background. Yeah, that's it. I still want to reduce it. I head on to where I have this. Head on to where I have this. Okay, let's leave it at that for now. So the next thing we want to do is to add our pen name. We want to add our pen name. Yeah, that's what we call pen name. The name the author decides to, call himself or wants people to call him. Yeah, so we still head on to our text where we had our text and do the same thing. So this time around it's gonna be smaller because it's a pen name. It has to be smaller. Yeah, so we go for a text that is gonna be a bit smaller. So what name do you suggest we should give this author? Sorry, what name do you like? What name do you like calling yourself? Okay, let's say a novel by Greece, a novel by Bleeding Pain. Okay, beautiful things. So a novel by Bleeding Pain. I think if it comes here, how about up here? Is it not? Okay. Okay, let's make it this way. I think we're going to do something different here. So we're going to change the font style quickly. No waste of time. Let's use font style that is unique. Handwriting. space out this pen name to give it more, to add more steez, space it out. So we hit on spacing, letter spacing. It's not giving us what we're looking for. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this. You can decide to use your name, fine. A novel by Bleeding Pen. So we're trying to touch this, it's giving us literally. So this is how you lift your text, anything you type. Once you hit on it like this, you see this arrow like stuff. It looks like more like a compass set in different directions. You hold on to it, you can use it to move your text anywhere. So we take it to the top. Let's leave it here and see what it is going to be like. So we adjust the text, the font size, we adjust it, make it smaller. Let's make it smaller. So the next thing we want is we want a font style that is beautiful. I think we like it. I like that. Kado. So the next thing we want to do is we go over for the spacing. We want to space it out. Yeah, to bring out the beauty. So let's see if it is beautiful down here or it is better up here. Okay, I think it's cool up here. It's okay up there. Since it is up here, novel by Bleeding Pen. So we want to add shadows behind that text to make it stand out. So we go to element. Let's use this shadow. We're looking for a shadow that is more like a square. Okay, let's use this. This is okay. So we adjust the shadow, adjust it, take it up. I think we still need to adjust the shadows. Adjust it and take it up, take it up. Okay, so we want to reduce its transparency. Hit onto the spot. Reduce the shadows transparency so we can see. Yeah, I want it to blend. See the difference. So see the difference. Yeah, so that's it. We want it to blend. Okay, we are almost done. An idea just popped in. The design is not really giving me what I am looking for. I want it to look classic, so we're going to change the positions of the no divorce and you are mine. How do you say it? I think it's gonna be cool, so let's give it a try. So now let's do this. Let's bring it down. We're gonna bring this down. Yeah, then we'll leave this up. Leave your mind up. So our shadows will follow suit. We'll bring it down. Yeah, then we had another shadow here. Oh, we just took out the other shadow. We just deleted the other shadow. Let me show you. So this is, look at this spot. Look up here. You see this arrow like stuff, these bent arrows. You can use it to do and undo. When I mean do and undo, if you do not want a particular thing you just did, you hit on this, it's going to come back. If you want to go forward, if you want to go back, yeah, it would still. If we want to align our text as it were before, we can still just do it this by just hitting on this arrow, the reverse. Then if you want to go forward, you can hit on this, so it's going to take us there. So this is the last thing we did. That's why this arrow is not clicking anymore. I think this is beautiful. This is beautiful. You are mine, no divorce. This is beautiful and classic, very classic and simple. Not too much, there's not too much to do here, just some simple and classy stuff. Yeah, I think this is beautiful. I love this. I love this. I love this. So what we're gonna do to add more steez to this particular book cover is to add shadows by the sides. Yeah, so we're going to look for shadows to add by the sides. So So we're looking for shadows to add by the side. Shadow is like a basic thing, very, very important. It's very important in here. So, okay, let's use this particular shadow, but we're not using everything in here. We're just going to use a touch of it. Yeah. Yeah. Using a touch of it. So let's increase its size. You can always use here to increase its size. Adjust it, increase its size. I think where this thing is situated is too low. We can always bring it forward. Let's take it up a bit. Want it? Okay, I think here is better. So we're looking for this. Okay, I think this is cool. So we can still make another shadow. Let's duplicate this shadow. We want to make this place a bit dark. So remember, we want to touch this other shadow and push it forward a bit. Yeah. Looking for, where is the shadow? Where is the shadow? Okay. No, let's touch it first. Then we head on to where we have layers. So we can touch any shadow here. Any shadow that is giving us headache, we can touch it here. Yeah. So we push this forward. Our text is not aligning like before, and our shadow too is not aligning. So we shift this to the wall. Okay, this is cool. So we look for our text. We want to touch our text now. Okay, bring it out from the dark. No divorce. You are mine. Yes, this. Okay, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Very simple, unique. But we can still do more to this. We can still do more to this. What we'll do is layers. We touch this. Touch this. Just want it to be. Yeah, so let's do this. I want us to make this particular background a bit opaque, not too transparent. Okay, so transparency, reduce it a bit. I think this is okay. Yeah, we can still add the shadows to the sides if you want. So we can just hit on this shadow, duplicate it. Yeah. No, that's not gonna help. Let's do this instead. We pick this shadow. Let's use this shadow. So we can turn this shadow 360 with this particular stuff here. See the stuff I just clicked? Yeah, I can use it to turn the shadow 360. Let's see if it's going to give us what we're looking for. So we can also move the shadow by just holding it. We can move it to the sides. It's not giving us what we're looking for, so we can delete it by hitting on delete. So we need a shadow that we can put by the side and it won't meddle with our work. So we can turn this 360, expand it, take it to the side. Just wanted to give us that nostalgia. We take it to the side. Just put it by the side. We don't want our work looking too basic. We don't want it to look too basic. So we're going to do this for us. We take it to the side. So the shadows is just beating in. It's just beating into the picture. Yeah, this is beautiful. It looks dreamy and real. So we do what? We send it to the back, position, send it backward a bit, yeah, so it doesn't meddle with our work. Yeah, this is a very beautiful and simple book cover design you can use to make a whole lot of books. So the next thing you do is download. Hit on the download button. Now let me show you how to download. This is a share, but it looks like a share button, but you hit it here. Once you hit it, it will allow you to download this. To allow you to download. Yeah. So if you already have multiple things you already have multiple things on this page, it will show you the number of pages you have here. Select pages. So I have about 22 designs on this page, but yours might be different. It might be just one design, so they'll allow you to download just one design, but mine is I have other pages here, so I will have to select to fish out these other pages. We are currently on page 22. It's showing here. So what I'm going to do is hit on this and every page will go. Then we're currently on page 20, so I hit on page 20. Done. Yeah. So this is very important. File type, very important. Change it to JPEG or PNG. JPEG or PNG. I always recommend JPEG. Yeah, it's cool. It's the best. Nothing much to do here again. All you do is, if you want to save the download settings, you can save it. So anytime you want to do this, to always give you this configuration, these settings you have here. But me, I like leaving it like that. I might decide to change things tomorrow. So we hit on this button here, download. The design is being prepared. It will be heading to my gallery shortly. Saved mine to my. You can save it to your gallery or anywhere. And this is a beautiful design. Yeah, this is cool. This is cool for a book cover. Then what next do we do? What next? What next? We're good. We're good to go. So if you want to walk around, see my previous designs, it's fine. I can show you my previous design. Yeah, let me show you my previous designs. I have previous designs here. Very simple, classic designs. Yeah, this particular design is a bit tricky. It's more advanced, but it's very easy. It's very easy. If you have the basic knowledge like I showed you earlier, you can also do stuff like this. These are one of the designs I did some time ago. These are my designs. These are designs I did for my books. Yeah, this one is like the very recent one I did. Yeah. So that's all for that. And if you want to learn more how to earn a whole lot of bucks from doing this, I can show you. So I still remain Ezekiel Young, and I'll still stay with you and show you more exciting stuff like this. Stay with me.